capacity crowd on hand at the Allen County Fairgrounds. Why? Because it's World of Trucks. But no, more than that, it is Monster Trucks on this, the 20th anniversary of the Advance Auto four-wheel Jamboree. Hello, everyone. I'm Claude Wood. Monster Trucks galore today. Everybody loves Monster Trucks. You love Monster Trucks?
Sure I do.
Why?
Because they're awesome.
What about this guy right here? You like Monster Trucks? You don't? You came to the wrong place. What about you?
Yes.
Yes, why?
Awesome. They got big tires.
Come here, Mama. Tell me about Monster Trucks. Why do you like them?
Awesome, and they got big tires, and my boys love them, and we like to see them go mudding.
A lot of noise?
A lot of noise. They're loud.
A lot of excitement?
A lot of excitement.
Who's your favorite?
The Predator.
All right, we're going to see the Predator. We're going to see a whole lot more. But right now, Doc Riley has a close-up look at a monster truck. Doc.
Thanks, Claude. A monster truck, typically, by definition, has to have 66-inch tires. Now, when you talk about something that big, that's what makes the entire monster truck big. The driver himself sits about at seat level, probably about 6.5 or 7 feet off the ground. The trucks will vary from about 10.5 to about 12 feet tall. They weigh 10,000 pounds, of course, supercharged engine. They run it on the back. When you're sitting up that high, you've got an opportunity to really see the full field in front of you. The problem, you do have a couple of blind spots, like where this tire is. You know, in other forms of racing, you can look out and see right over the fender. Here, you can't. That's why the drivers have that clear Lexan inside there. That allows them to see out the front where they're going down track, so to speak, but they can also take a quick glance down and see any part of the tire right there. That also serves as a pretty good shield in case debris or anything else knocks back up into the cab. That's a quick look at a monster truck.
Thanks, Doc. And as we continue to set the stage, let's take a look at the points as we come into Lima. You see Alan Pezo and the Predator way out ahead in first place. And joining me in the booth as we get set for round number 1 is Rick Carlson. Rick, what a way to start. Here comes the big dog, and here's the ladder, the way it shakes out for the rest of the day.
Well, we can see the matchups, and the one that's going to start everything out will be the big dog, and that is Doug Noelke. Well, he's taking on that point leader, Alan Pezo. Predator, as you see there, unique-looking machine as it stares at you. The Panther body. And he's up against that Big Dog Ford. Big Dog Ford in the far lane.
And Predator really is, Rick, one of a kind, but boy, does he have his work cut out for him today.
That's it, the Ford. Big Dog looked like he was out first, but the Predator, not a problem, taking that last jump way up the air to pick up the win.
Looked like at the end of the run, Rick, Predator really found a lot of extra horsepower, but let's check it out on the replay.
Now we'll watch and see who moves first. Looks like the Ford Big Dog is over that first leap in the far lane, but here comes Predator, and like you said, at the top end of that race course, he was flying, literally.
Yeah, and Rick, but right at the beginning of that race, reaction time was excellent. Let's go back to the starting line.
And we'll take a look from the top end of the racetrack, and you can see the Ford. And now the other thing that happens with the Predator, he starts to move around and he's steering, but I don't know how that helped him, but goodness, he was quick.
Alan, congratulations, another first-round win. You've done very well here this weekend in Lima.
Definitely. We've worked on our program. Our crew is doing an excellent job this weekend. My motor builder's giving me a fine piece to work with, and this weekend the truck just seems like it's really hooking up good. And I feel like I'm doing a fairly good job leaving the line on time. And in between sets of cars, this motor is just phenomenal, and it shows out here so far.
Well, get ready. Here comes some metallic mayhem. This is Chris Bergeron.
Bergeron paired with, well, that is Jeremy Dishman. That Dodge Ram, he is number 2 in the points. We've already seen the leader pick up a round win. Dishman really has to get a win here.
And getting set to go, Rick, on the starting line, and they're off. Good reaction time from both drivers. Uh-oh.
Right. They're all over the racetrack. It looks like Metallic Mayhem takes the lead. Rammuntion was off first, but he went all over the place. Metallic Mayhem was not too straight either. But the win goes to Bergeron. Let's take a look at this from the top end and watch it move around.
First jump is okay, but when he hit Rick, that's when Rammuntion really lost it and had to correct.
Bergeron, your winner, and here's Kathy Fisher talking to that winner.
How does it feel on this particular track today?
Oh, it feels awesome. We got a little loose pedal that got back in her, straightened her up, and got right back in. Anytime you beat those Dodge boys, it's doing something. He's a points leader. We're trying to catch those points, and that's a huge win for us. Huge win.
Well, you don't have a whole lot of track out there. Boy, you must have to pedal pretty fast.
Pedal just a little bit, just enough to get her straight again and stab her again and hope for the best.
Anything different you're going to do for next round?
I'm not going to pedal it. I'm going to keep her right to the floor no matter what. If she's sideways, well, we'll have to steer her while she's full throttle.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And we will watch for that. More exciting round one action when we come back. World of Trucks is being brought to you by Tornado. Don't drive without it under the hood. By Stainless Steel Brakes. Performance brakes built right by Stainless Steel Brakes. And by Summit Racing Equipment, the world's speed shop. And we are continuing on with round number one with monster trucks. This is the Raminator, driven by Mark Hall and Rick. He just may have a Nitemare.
And Nitemare in the far lane. That's Chevy of Andy Hoffman, that former tractor puller. Is going to try and knock off one of the toughest trucks you're going to find. Raminator, Hall Brothers Racing, Mark, and that big Hemi Dodge up in the point standings, but this year not in the lead. But they are always tough customers.
Always tough, and of course backed by Dodge, and he is really tough today.
I mean, he just took off. The Raminator ran away with it.
From the get-go, great reaction time coming off the starting line as we go back to the replay. Reaction time's really pretty identical, Rick.
But that was it. Once they got over that first little jump, Raminator was gone.
That Hemi really took over. Let's go down to Dawg.
Mark Hall kind of has a little superstition where he stays inside that truck, keeps focused. The rest of the team on this big Dodge, they go through and they turn all the wrenches, they make sure that everything's right and tight. But he's just going to kick back, relax, and wait for the next round.
And out of Millington, Michigan, here comes the Prowler, driven by Larry Jaruzel.
Larry Jaruzel is paired with the Avenger. That's Jim Koehler in his 57 Chevy Bel Air. A little bit different than the way I remember them, Claude.
And when you watch Jim Koehler do the freestyle, he drives with reckless abandon. But right now, he's going to need a little finesse.
Jaruzel, the Prowler, tried to win just like his teammate did. And, well, he did, and there are all kinds of problems for Koehler in that far lane.
No competition in this one. As we go back to the replay, we'll see right off the starting line, something happened to Jim Koehler in the Avenger right after the first jump right there.
And he's so far offline. There goes the boundary marker. It's out of here. Well, Prowler's your winner, and Kathy has a chance to talk to him.
Larry, I'll tell you what, that was definitely one heck of a pass up in the wind and took out that 55 Chevy.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy's really tough to run, but I knew I had to take off quick and get ahead of him, and it worked, so did all right.
Anything particular about this track that you like or dislike?
This one here is really long compared to most of them. It's 220 feet from the first hump to the cars, which is a long stretch, so you really got to have the right gear to keep your speed going.
So anything special you're going to do for next round?
We're talking about changing gears. It really nosedived over, and if I change gears, I'll have more momentum at the end, so we'll see what happens.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
And as we head into the next round, here's the ladder. We will have Predator coming up against Metallic Mayhem. Raminator will face the Prowler. The Factory Showcase, giving truck and outdoor enthusiasts an inside look at the latest product news direct from the factory source. Vortex Spray-On Liners is the world's largest and only truly portable spray system, and recently they held a training seminar demonstrating various applications.
What makes Vortex unique is that there is no other system like this in the industry. Everything is self-contained. I can go where the job is, in the middle of a farmer's field or to the car dealership, and if there's ever a problem, it is the only system that's 100% repairable. This system is very versatile. You're just not limited to doing one thing. You can actually go out and do someone's garage, someone's deck, someone's roof, truck beds, concrete, aluminum, steel. That's the only low-pressure portable system that takes very low amperage and very, very low voltage of 110. What makes Vortex so special is the product itself. It's a hybrid system. It's kind of a cross-blend of the polyurea and polyurethanes that everyone knows in the industry, which makes it very UV stable. It makes it repairable, which is a big thing. The standard color chart that we have has 250 variety of different colors that are available to you. But the system itself is really neat because there's no purging of lines or tanks. It takes a matter of moments to get it going. There's very little or no waste at all. We have over a 90% transfer rate from tip to surface. The dry time on Vortex is an average of 3 to 5 seconds. The procedure to get going would be to basically unhook your lines, hook up your gun, assemble your gun. It takes a matter of 2-3 minutes. Pull your lines out of your cart, flick on the power, and start spraying. The shutdown is the exact same thing. I shut the system down, I wrap my lines up, I hook them back up to my tank, and the machine's made to maintain itself. So it actually kick on and circulate every 4 hours to keep the material fresh through the lines and in the tanks at all times.
Vortex spray-on liners has expanded to include its latest product, Granitex.
It's a polyurea polyurethane blend of products, which we have a special system to put it down. It dries in a matter of 15 minutes. It's ready to be underwater. It's ready to be for USDA and FDA food contact, for incidental food contact. It's very high impact. It's 10 times more durable than epoxies. It's UV stable. It won't yellow. Stain resistant, chemical resistant. It's not like an epoxy system that I can turn around and drop a hammer by accident in a garage and chips the floor. I can really beat the floor with a hammer and not have it chip. The application differences between Vortex and Granitex are kind of hand in hand. People will put the Vortex down, put a Granitex on top to give it the best system in the industry. Or I can use the Granitex as a standalone product if people want a non-textured floor. Also with the Granitex, I can lay down granules or chips that will give me the granite look. They do everything from custom chip colors, graphics, to very little chips that kind of give it an accenting. What makes Vortex is the only system that is truly 100% portable. I can put the whole system in the back of a pickup truck or a trailer, take it virtually anywhere, coat anything that you may want to coat with no additional compressors or generators to make it work. With a simple 110 outlet is all you needed.
Semifinals, monster trucks, Lima, next. Welcome back to the world of trucks from the four-wheel Jamboree Nationals and the Dodge Monster Truck Thunder Drags in Lima, Ohio. Claude Wood along with Rick Carlson as we head right into the semifinals, Metallic Mayhem, and he will face the Predator.
Chris Bergeron, Metallic Mayhem, Allen Pezo, the Predator, that Panther body, and Predator is the points leader and wants to pick up another win. Bergeron says, no, I think we'll just knock you off right here. It's going to be a battle, but it'll be a good one.
As they leave the starting line, whoa, in the near lane, lots of problems with Metallic Mayhem.
Pezo is your winner in the Predator. And now, let's take a look at a replay quad from a really unique camera angle.
And I can guarantee you this is one look that you have never gotten before. You are underneath a monster truck.
The driver's looking through his firewall, and this is exactly what he sees. Let's go to Doc with the winner right now.
The Predator, the Cat, is on a prowl, man. You have said it all along. That engine has got so much horsepower, and in that no man's land, right after that first jump, that truck just sits down and looks like it just rips.
Definitely. We've got it hooked up this weekend. I don't know who I'm going to have in the finals yet, but we're looking good right now. The truck is feeling good, making good horsepower. I can't give my hats off to John Knox, Brian Knox. I mean, they have built me a fine piece here. And hopefully, whoever we get in the final round, we've got more horsepower than they do. We can come out of here with a win.
And just like that, you are riding on board with the Prowler, Larry Jaruzel at the controls.
And there is the Raminator. Mark Hall, you see that he stays in the truck while the crew works on it. They're muddy, they're a mess, but they are going to be quick.
Quick indeed, and as we get ready to start the race, of course, the launch. Oh, and he's too quick, Rick.
The Prowler gone, he's in the lead, but a red light, that hands the win over to Raminator. Hall is your winner.
Let's go back to the replay on the starting line, Rick. That's where it all went wrong. You're back on board right now, the Prowler.
And the Prowler just anticipates the green light. He's early, he's out of here, and Mark Hall gets the win. And wow.
That is a bumpy ride as we go now to the ladder. It will be the Predator versus the Raminator.
One of the most aggressive tire companies in the business, in the off-road business, is Toyo tires. And Sonny, you guys have got a complete line of truck tires.
Absolutely, and one of the things that we did to change the industry is that we started creating 18, 20, 22-inch, and 24-inch mud terrain and all-terrain wheel diameter products, which nobody else in the industry has done. We completely changed the way the truck market and the way people look at the truck industry as far as plus sizing on lifting and also tire and wheel packages as well.
What kind of was the spark that made that happen? Did a consumer tell you that, or was it just something from engineering that you guys thought no one else is doing this, we better get in there and do it right and do it first?
Absolutely. We've always been successful at plus sizing vehicles. We have known in the industry for putting 20, 22-inch on regular passenger cars and even small compact cars. We started looking at the truck market. We saw that there was a niche there that had not been filled, and we couldn't understand why. So we aggressively attacked it, and now we're in the forefront.
You know, when people are looking to buy a tire, what kind of things should they keep in mind?
A couple things they should keep in mind. Quality. I mean, quality is the big key. And after the things that had happened a couple of years ago with the Ford Firestone incident, tire quality has been the forefront. Toyo tires have been rated #1 in quality for 8 years running by Tire Review magazine. That's one of the most important things that I think I would look at if I was a consumer as well. So
they get the research, they get the development, and they bring you quality. Toyo tires, driven to perform.
World of Trucks is being brought to you by ARP, the world leader in racing fastener technology. By Summit Racing Equipment, the world's speed shop. And by Hallmark, built strong for the way you work and play. We'll be back. Back at the four-wheel Jamboree Nationals, lots of gorgeous trucks on the grounds. Welcome one and all, but right now, it's finals time, and here comes your points leader. This is Allen Pezo.
He's driving the Predator, and he'll be up against Mark Hall in the Raminator, that great big Dodge and that Panther body. Both of them with big Hemi engines. Mark Hall will be in the near lane, Pezo in the far lane.
And I don't care, Rick, if you are the points leader. This is a huge mountain to cross right here, going up against the Hall brothers.
Well, the Hall brothers are way back there, and Prowler's way up here, and Prowler takes an easy win.
So much for the mountain on that one. That one ended up a molehill.
Well, we'll go back to the replay right now and try and figure out what happened. Mark Hall on the left side of Raminator, it just basically gives it up right there. And Pezo and the Predator, well, he showed why he's the points leader. Good run, and now let's send it to Kathy with the winner.
Allen, you did it. Congratulations. Man, that was great.
What a round. When I got in the middle out there, it started getting sideways and everything else. I don't know exactly what happened yet. I got to get back and take a look and see what happened. But, man, I'll tell you, it was one heck of a run. Them guys are tough competitors, but I'll tell you, it feels great to come out of here with a win.
Well, I'll tell you, it looks like you actually did something to hurt the truck maybe up front here on the driver's side.
Well, right now the sway bar is twisted a little bit, which that's no big deal. We can straighten it back up, and hopefully we'll be back out here to do freestyle in a little bit.
I'll tell you what, you were definitely giving it all, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
And with that run, that should put Allen Pezo even further out in first place, and it really does a commanding lead right there, Rick.
That is. Dishman held on to second, Bergeron, Metallic Mayhem third, and Raminator and the Avenger, your top 5.
All right, let's go to freestyle. Here comes John Seasock. Whoa.
Oh, T-Max up on that back bumper. Great jumping. He's having fun. We didn't see him in the racing portion, but he is putting on a clinic and playing freestyle.
And we've mentioned it, Rick, so many times before on the program. Freestyle is all about ad-lib. Go out, impress the crowd. And yes, they can hear the crowd. Whoa.
They can hear the crowd, and this other part of it, like Jeremy Dishman's going to show us, the drivers get to have fun with the freestyle. They get to show off. They're playing to the crowd. There's not the pressure that you have in the racing, and it just, well, it's fun for everybody. Well, except the crew that has to put everything back together.
And clean the truck off, because they really get out and earn their keep in the freestyle. And here comes the big dog.
Doug Noelke in that Ford. see what he wants to do. Remember, they're four-wheel steering, and you'll see them dog track. And that would be walking the dog. There goes Noelke.
And the crowd really appreciates that as they get a face full of dust. Andy Hoffman up next in the Nitemare.
That big red Chevy, he didn't do all the things he wanted to in the racing portion, but he can put on a show. We've seen him stir up the crowd everywhere he goes.
And stir up the dust as well. Here comes the donut, or part of one.
Well, we lose him. I think he's still there now. The dust gets out of the way. Here comes Chris Bergeron, Metallic Mayhem, and lots of air.
Lots of air indeed, and that is so tough. You mentioned it, Rick, on all of these parts. Man, these things take a licking.
Here we're going to watch him again, and that is more the big air, and it comes and bounces, and things are kind of shaking around in there. I think he broke loose a shock absorber, but it's not going to bother him. Here comes Jim Koehler's 57 Chevy, the Avenger.
And everybody has a favorite, Rick. I've watched this guy every time there's a freestyle. He drives with reckless abandon.
He really doesn't worry much about his equipment. Whoa, wheelie keeping it on the bumper. Well, if there was a bumper.
What an excellent job put on by all of our drivers today as we see a lot of air and a lot of parts from the Avenger.
He is having a ball the same as we've had this show.
And for more information on anything seen on today's program, log on to these websites. Next week, coming up on World of Trucks, it's all about the show. It's all about the shine. Gorgeous trucks from the Hunters Auto Expo. We will look for you. Now for Kathy Fisher, Doc Riley, Rick Carlson, Fogwood, keep on trucking.